Hello, everybody. Happy day one. I'm so excited to sing with you all today and share with you some vocal warm-up practices. We're going to dive right in because I know that we want this practice to weave into our day and be something that supports us in warming up the voice, awakening our voice for powerful speaking, singing, getting grounded in our bodies. So that is the intention for this practice. And I'm so happy you're here. Thank you for joining me. I'm so excited to share these practices with you. And truly, I could teach for hours and hours. And so condensing it into a short, 15, 20-minute practice, I'm choosing my favorite practices that are the most efficient way to get into your voice, get into your body, align mind-body system, and find ease and joy in your singing voice. And of course, authenticity, because that's what we're here for, is to awaken our unique voice. So wherever you are tuning in from, please share in the chat. I would love to hear where you're tuning in from, and also an intention that you have for this practice today and for this series. What is it that you are desiring to learn, practice, and take away from this series? This is truly meant to serve you. I am here to be a vessel to serve you, and I would love to know what it is that you most want to learn so that I can create this practice for you. So I always do things based on feedback, and I actually was receiving plenty of feedback from listeners. Many of you are listening to the Awaken Your Voice Summit right now. Some are not, and that's okay, but I'm receiving feedback from people that are wanting more spaces to practice voice, to open up the voice. So that is what we're here for today. I'm not going to talk for too long because I do want to make the most of your time. And so we are going to dive into the practice right away. But I am going to set a little bit of context for the practice so that you can, get your mind aligned to opening up your voice. So some context and some ground rules. So what are we up to today? Well, context is that this practice comes from a mix of vocal techniques. So for example, I'm weaving in systematic vocal technique training. That's vocal technique that's used in, speaking, performance practices, and singing. And then I'm also bringing in energetic and physiological alignment components that help you with your physical posture, also your energy body. We're going to work with the chakras. And what all that does is it helps us calm our minds and really get in tune with ourselves and our inner listening, which is essential for authentic expression and embodied voice practices. And then finally, I'm also weaving in the yoga voice method. Many practices come from that method, and I'm a certified teacher of that method as well. So it's a mix that I'm weaving together to give you the best results for your voice. So yay, very exciting. So each day I'm going to be offering you some core concepts about how to awaken key aspects of your voice, essential expressive qualities that you want to bring in so that you can feel freedom, confidence, joy in your expression. And then we're gonna sing some songs. And even if you don't consider yourself a singer, which we're all singers, let's be real, we're all singers. But if you don't consider yourself a singer, you're more here for public speaking or another type of expression from your throat chakra or for your voice, totally great. My perspective is that singing is cross-training for every kind of expression in your life. So if you can sing well, you can speak well, it is so joyful as well. So I invite you to join in on the songs and the mantras that I'm going to be offering you because it's about applying this practice. All right, so that's the context setting. Why don't we go ahead and get started with actually tuning into our bodies and making some sounds. A couple of ground rules. Number one, non-judgment. Non-judgment, we're not going to judge ourselves. We're not going to judge anybody else for their vocal expression. This is a place of pure play, exploration, self-discovery, and fun. So I invite you to make it fun, make it joyful, make it your own. Be in a space of observation. This is about self-knowing, knowing yourself more deeply. Isn't that amazing that a voice practice and tuning into your voice can actually help you learn about yourself and know yourself more deeply? For example, how do we show up in our expression in all parts of our lives? How am I connecting in my relationships? How am I leading in work? How am I singing that song? How am I showing up as an artist? All of this is revealed to us in a voice awakening practice. So I invite you to be curious, be open, and observe and study. All right, next ground rule is make sound. Be okay with making sounds. That's what we're here for. So if you're not in a space where you feel comfortable or safe to make a loud noise, it's okay. You can still practice internally. So for example, a lot of this is mindset based. So you can still do visualization, you can imagine the sound, but be sure to be present with that. You can also do a gentle hum within yourself if you're not in a place where you can make a lot of sound. But if you're in a space where you can feel comfortable making sound, I really do invite you to open up to that. Where else do we give ourselves permission to make sound in our lives and in our everyday? So as a part of this practice, I'm going to be inviting you to actually make some primal sounds. Yes, I'm talking about howling. I'm talking about all kinds of things that I'm going to introduce here. And the purpose is, yes, to break out of your conditioning around your voice. Yes, 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 because that's important. But also it's essential for training your vocal technique, because we start to get out of our way and it releases tension. So all of the cues I'm giving you are highly intentional. Just know that, and I invite you to trust the process, because these are tried and true methods that work for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students. Okay, so then next ground rule is I invite you to wear something comfortable. We are likely going to be doing a few very gentle yoga poses, which brings me into the next and last ground rule before we actually start making some sounds in a moment. But last ground rule is to trust your body. Trust your own inner guidance. So yes, I'm going to be offering you ideas for practices that you can bring in. But at the end of the day, if something doesn't feel good to you, if a yoga pose doesn't feel good in your body, if a sound doesn't feel good to you, if something hurts, we don't need to push it. No pain. Pain is not gain in this practice. So when it feels good, it's likely correct. It's likely in alignment. So that's a beautiful thing about a singing practice, is it gives us that immediate feedback. Okay, so I'm gonna stop talking now, but it's really important that I set some context for us today so that you know what to expect and so that our minds can calm, we can come into our bodies. So with that said, are you ready to warm up your voice for day one? Let's do it. Okay, so step one, and I do this with all of my students, whether we're in a one-on-one setting or a group coaching setting, is set intention for your practice. Set an intention. So this is a yoga thing as well for those of you who are yogis, about the power of the mind to focus one's will and allow it to manifest or unfold. This is also an acting technique. So actors and singers and performers know the power of the mind to focus on an intention and then allow that intention to move through their voice. This is how our systems work optimally. So set an intention for your practice. What's your intention for today? What would you like to open up in your voice? So take a moment, breathe in, breathe out. And trust that your intention will unfold. All right, so step two, grounding. Let's get into our physical bodies. So take note of any mental activity going on right now, any thoughts, if you've had a busy day, if things have been going on in your life. So any mental activity, just start to let all that mental activity flow down. And a visualization I love to use comes from a beautiful spiritual practice. It's a meditation practice of imagining a beautiful waterfall of white light flowing down through your crown all the way down your body. Visualize that stream of light just flushing through your system, washing those thoughts right down, 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 down your body, down into the earth, down into the earth. So take a nice deep breath in with that. Exhale, let it go. So the key for singing, performing, and speaking is letting the mind calm. So this visualization is very good for that. And then you might notice your nervous system starting to shift. So let's shift our nervous system, because we sing best when we are relaxed, which brings us to step number 3, which is start to tone your vagus nerve. We're gonna do this by sighing on an ah sound. If you don't feel comfortable making an ah sound, then just hum. Just go hmm. But we're gonna start high and low. So let's take a nice deep breath in, and then sigh on ah. Ah, like you're yawning. Let it feel good. Let's do 2 more of those. So deep breath in and start to feel those ribs opening with the breath. Exhale. Ah. Yes, 1 more, and elongate that sound as much as possible and see what it's like to bring a little bit of an inner smile into your mouth, like you're inhaling this beautiful bouquet of roses or this lovely breeze that's moving through you. Feel how that opens up your senses, and sigh with that. So ready, inhale. Good. Now place a hand on your chest. We're still in the grounding practice. And we're gonna do a low hum. And you're gonna feel the vibration of that hum in your chest cavity, and really focus not on the sound itself, but on the feeling, the sensation of vibration. So take a deep breath in, and we're gonna do a low hum. Ready? Inhale. Notice how long you can slow down the exhale. This time we're gonna open up that sound to ah. So we're gonna go ah and open it up. We wanna keep a really low, relaxed larynx here. Okay, so let's inhale deeply, hum, and then ah. And just notice how you feel. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. Notice if you feel any kind of subtle shifts already. Do you feel a little calmer, a little more in your body? Also, you just said hello to your chest voice, that low kind of resonance in your voice. So we did a lot of things all in one. Okay, so let's move down to awareness of the feet. And we're getting into root chakra practices. Root chakra. Root chakra, yes, it's an energy center. It's a chakra. It's all about safety in the voice, safety in the body. Those qualities are very important, as you can imagine, for any kind of speaking or singing. And for our vocal technique, it helps with resonance. Resonance. So the feeling of the fullness of your voice being able to move through you with ease. The opposite of that is breathiness, or like a squeeziness in your tone, or a tension in your throat, or raspiness. That's the opposite of full resonance. So root chakra, when we align root chakra with our physical body and voice, we're getting into healthy resonance. Fun little fact about healthy resonance, and then we're gonna sing it, is that when you are resonant in your voice, it gives your system an feedback mechanism. So your ears and your body sense this resonance, and it signals your brain that you are healthy and well. It gives you a sense of well-being when you're actually opening up the fullness of your voice. So it's a healing therapeutic practice. How cool is that? So we're going to get into our root chakra for singing. Step 1 of getting into root chakra, ground through your feet. So go ahead and move forwards and backwards, toes to heels on your feet. Okay, I'm barefoot right now, so you can see my feet. I'm not gonna adjust my camera fully, but my feet are on the ground and I'm rocking forwards and backwards, toes to heels. And I'm also starting to flex the feet. So I have my toes lifting. I'm feeling the soles of the feet connected to the earth. Just get a sense of all of that. And then relax the feet, relax the toes. Notice the shift in your pelvis. This exercise comes from the Yoga Voice method. Okay, so now we're gonna do that again. We're going to flex the feet. Notice how your legs activate with that. Do you notice your pelvis and your hips activating with that? And then when you relax the feet again, do you notice that things kind of go a little bit out of balance and out of alignment? So go back and forth a few times. This is actually the beginning of singing, believe it or not, is feet and root chakra. We're connecting our feet, our legs, and our pelvis. So root chakra is at the pelvic floor, that's where it's mapped, and it's our connection to the earth. So when we're connected to the earth, we're connected in our bodies, we're present. And the mantra for root chakra is I am present in English, the English mantra, of course. The Sanskrit mantra is Lam, L-A-M. So let's go ahead and chant Lam 3 times. And what I'm going to invite you to do, here's some vocal technique for you. I'm going to invite you to draw the L of Lam up as if you're drawing it up through the earth and then moving it out through you. So you have this relaxed throat, this kind of space in the throat, low larynx. Try that, just low larynx. And then do a very relaxed L sound going Okay, so then from there, we're going to tone Lam 3 times. Ready? So we're going to draw the sound up on that low larynx like this. Lam. And then I let it go. And I'm going to sense what's happening in root. Do I sense any kind of support from the root chakra, from pelvic floor, from the earth? So close your eyes and let's do this 3 times together. Inhale deeply. Lam. 2 more. Try it on a different pitch this time. Lam. And 1 more. Lam. Good. And just take a deep breath in and out. Notice the sound. And notice the feeling in your body of being grounded with this low larynx. Nice work. Okay, so did you notice the fullness of your resonance starting to come through? That full Lam, really earthy, full sound. So this is just one of the expressive qualities of the voice. Each chakra and each exercise offers something different. Some of them are more about opening range in your voice. Some of them are about opening up agility, flow, all these different qualities. So that's just one quality, is resonance. Okay, so next we're going to start to do some stretching for our voice. So it's really lovely. It's supposed to feel good. It's about as if you're just waking up in the morning. You can lift your arms up overhead. I do a nice big sigh here. Ooh, like you're just yawning. And then we're going to do the opposite movement. So what we're going to do is have arms up to start, and then we're going to draw them down as we slide. So I'm going to demonstrate. It's going to sound like this. I'm going to do this on an O sound. I'm going to start high with the arms, and I'm going to go like this. Oh. So it's pretty fun. Allow it to be fun and easeful and smooth. This O vowel gives us a lot of space in our throat and in our mouth so that we can start to expand the range in our voice. So start low, gather that energy from your low voice, draw it up, feel that stretch opening up at the top, and slowly and gently come back down. Let it be really smooth and flowy all through your range. Opening up range in the voice, stretching the voice awake. Okay, let's do it together. You can either do it with the arms or without, so up to you. But if you want to do with the arms, we're doing this equal and opposite motion of voice moving up while arms go down. That gives us a dynamic exercise of coordinating, okay? So let's inhale and begin the O slide. Nice. So fun. Let's do one more and really let it be expansive. Like this is a siren sound. You could think of it like a howling sound. Let it be really free and playful. Ready? One more time. And breathe. And notice what's alive for you in your voice and your body. How do you feel? Just from a little bit of toning and sounding. And with that practice, did you notice anything opening up in your range? How did it feel to go in your low voice and in your high voice? That's all observation, curiosity, and play. So we're going to get a lot more into expanding range in our voice tomorrow, but I wanted to give you a little bit of that today. So finally, let's go ahead and sing our mantra for today. There's so much that we can do to continue warming up our voices, but I want to keep these practices short and sweet so that we can create consistency. So just to review the important things that we did today, we grounded in our bodies. We set an intention for our practice. So return to your intention. How is that intention feeling? We became aware of the sound of our voice in our chest cavity and our chest voice. We became aware of this low larynx, this relaxed sensation. We did some sighs to tone the vagus nerve and relax our nervous system. We got into grounding through our root chakra. We got into our feet. We got into pelvis, pelvic floor. That's all the support for healthy resonance. And then we did the Lam Bija mantra, feeling that earthy, raw, resonant tone waking up in our voices. And then we did some sirens, we can call them, low to high, stretching the voice awake. So now we're starting to feel a little bit more awake. If from here, if I were in a voice lesson or a group class, from here we would likely go into using the piano, doing some scales or doing some different things to start to awaken the voice even more. For today, we're going to go ahead and chant a mantra together to apply this practice. So this mantra is one that I made up, and I invite you to make up your own mantras. That's the beautiful thing about mantras, is that they encourage us to get into improv, opening up creativity, opening up all these parts of our brain and our energy system. Improv is so great as a practice, so I do invite you to do it. And just to be honest with you, I didn't always feel comfortable with improv, but over time of practicing these tools, it became a lot more intuitive. All right, so this is an instrument called a Shruti box. Some of you have likely seen one of these. It creates a beautiful drone so that we can chant together, and it gives your voice something to tune to. So to start this mantra, I invite you to listen to the tone and find that Om. And remember, we worked on resonance today, so can you feel the Om in your chest cavity? Maybe you can feel the Om resonating through your head and face. Just tune into the sensation. We're just saying hello to the voice today. Just a hello. So find that Om on any pitch that you hear. Good. One more. Try a different pitch. Okay, so you might remember the mantra for today is I am here, meaning I am present. I am in my body. I'm aware. I'm not in my head. I'm in my body, right? So it's a powerful mantra, and we're gonna bring this to a melody, and you can start to add words to this mantra. So start to improvise your own mantra. You can add words like I am present, I am powerful, I am love, I am peace, right? We all need more peace in the world these days, of course. So go ahead and assert those words into the space around you. There's such power in your words and in your voice. Use your voice to heal. And we're gonna chant this mantra together. So here's the melody that I'm gonna offer you, and then make it your own. And we'll just be here for a few minutes. Here we go. I am, I am. Sing it with me. I am, I am. Try another one. I am, I am. Now your turn. I am, I am. I am, I am. I am, I am. Now start to put your own words into it and make up your melody. Harmonize. I am peace. I am love. I am presence. I am song. Another round, you got this. Keep going, be in your heart. I am peace. I am love. I am a song. One more time. Keep going. Enjoy it. I am. Trust your voice. I am. Feel into your intention, and let's chant Om together to seal the practice. Let the sound of Om and the sound of your voice echo all around you. Let it imprint in your system, this practice for today. And finally, give gratitude for your voice. How is it that you desire to express yourself throughout the rest of your day, your evening, wherever you are in the world? What would it look like to embody your authentic voice your authentic expression. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Wonderful practice today. Woohoo! You did it! Jazz snaps. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness. I can, even though, with this video, I'm not physically hearing your beautiful voice, I can energetically feel you. And I love tuning into you all listening and practicing along with me. And it's like a beautiful symphony of sound all around us. And how powerful is it that we can sing together all around the world, and we can lift up our voices when so many people don't have the opportunity and privilege to lift up their voice. So it is a privilege to tap into our voices. So I invite you to enjoy it and own it and let it be a part of your life, because it is so healing. So that's it for today. There's so much more ahead of us. This is only day one, and we're only just scratching the surface of what we can do together. So tomorrow's going to be another powerful practice. It's going to be totally different than this one. And each day we're going to build on these skills, and so that by the end of these 5 days, you are feeling like you have some really clear tools for awakening your voice.